How you doing today? My name is Rayyan. Today I'll be exploring the story of Among the Sleep and seeing what metaphor psychology you can find inside of it. I'll be going through the main game and the DLC, seeing how this game relates to real life, and see what kind of lessons we can take from this game ultimately. Anyways, spoilers for Among the Sleep main game and DLC. I'll be exploring both inside this episode. Anyway, let's start with the beginning of the game. Forgot to mention, we play as a 2-year-old child who is on his second birthday. We start the game. After mom is done feeding us some cake, someone knocks on the door. As the mom goes to open the door, the baby starts to get scared and his vision starts to go weird. We can hear the mom getting angry at someone at the door. We later learn that the guy at the door was the baby's father, and he gives us a present. In the DLC, we can see how they separated, which I will get into later. The mother gets angry, and we can hear her say no in a loud voice. The father probably wants to see his son but didn't get to. This scene has two metaphors. The first metaphor is if your partner wants to see the child, you shouldn't stop them. You have problems with your partner, but that shouldn't stop you from seeing his or her child. You should try your best to work out your problem and talk about seeing their child. You should talk to that person about why you don't want them to see their child, and also form an agreement. The second metaphor is you should be careful about how you act around children. You see, the child's vision go funny and get scared. The children interpret stuff differently. This happens throughout the game. I'll play this more as we go through the game. The next metaphor is with Teddy. After mom gives us the present from dad, she puts us upstairs to play, and we get a little look inside and it says Teddy. She puts it on top of the dresser, and then we get it back when she leaves. When we open the treasure chest, the Teddy comes out by himself and talks. This is most likely in the child's mind. The child thinks that Teddy is alive because it makes him feel comfortable and he believes he's real. When we were children, we would play with our toys and even make them speak. We pretend they can talk and that they are real. We always feel comfortable playing with them. So when this child got a teddy, he felt some comfort around him. I imagined him to be real, pretending he could talk and move around by himself, as you see in the game. Throughout the game, when Teddy talks, it's a child's subconsciousness and what his mind thinks since he can't yet talk. It also relates to this next scene where we go into a closet with Teddy, and it turns into a big closet with hanging coats. It have a horror feel to it, that there's a monster inside of here, but at the end we see it was just in a child's head. While we are in the closet, we can hold Teddy to make us feel better and more comfortable. Another hint that the Teddy makes the child and even us when we play the game more comfortable. He interprets this closet as a scary place because it's dark. Usually we will feel like something is in the closet when we were little, mostly because it's a dark space and we feel like anything could be hiding there. The darkness scared us when we were children, but as we grew older, we realized that it was all in our heads. These next scenes relate to the baby interpreting how the mother acts when she's angry. After mom takes us out of the closet and puts us to sleep, we wake up in the middle of the night. Somebody opens the door and takes the teddy. We can't see who it is, and it seems like an invisible monster. Afterward, we see the crib move and we fall down. This is actually the mother taking the teddy and throwing us off the crib. We found out why she's like this at nighttime later on. We get Teddy out of the washing machine and go downstairs. The following events that happen are the mother acting in an angry mood. As we go to the kitchen, we can see stuff breaking and falling on the floor. We see the TV static and we see even lightning outside. When we were children, we were probably scared of lightning because of loud noise. So lightning combined with the mother throwing stuff around will make the baby very scared and try to interpret things like the mom becoming a monster. When we go look for the mother, we see that she's not in bed, and someone opens the door, which is most likely the mother. I don't want to point out every little detail the child is experiencing, because it's mostly the mother what the child is interpreting. I will only point out the major details from now on. When we go back into the kitchen, we can see the monster. This of course represents how the child sees the mother. He first sees her as a black shadow monster. There's a little point here. The child doesn't see the mom as a monster. He doesn't know that the mom is doing it. He thinks some sort of monster doing it, but towards the end he finds out who was really behind all this. The monster changes as he goes through the game, but I don't know if the monster changing represents anything more about the mother. If it does, leave in the comments down below. Afterward, we go to the beach and we find a memory. This memory separates us from reality into a dreamlike state. This is the child going back to his memories with his mother. These memories calm him down, remember the good times he had. In these memories, we need to find objects that are important to the child. The first object is a necklace we see the mother wear. This necklace is important to the child because it shows the mother and him in the necklace, and it was given to them as a present from grandma. In real life, when we are in bad times, we like to look back at the good memories we had. We are happy that those memories happened, but we sometimes want them to come back. We hope that we could go back and live in the past again. Life moves on, however, and we can't go back. We can still make good memories as we go on in life. We look back at the good memories, remember how great everything used to be. So if everything is not going well now, we have to make it better by fixing things in order to create more good memories. You're going to be nervous and not go on to do it, but you have to face your fears to live a better life. You have to say and do things you have to do to improve your life and make good memories. It's not going to be easy, but in the end, it will be worth it. As you get the memory, we find a slide that leads to a playhouse. This represents a safe place for the child where no one can get him. As I said before, when we were children, we would have stuff that makes us feel comfortable and safe. For this child, it's the playhouse. When we were children, we would see places as a comfort zone and safety, a place we would go to play and have a great time. In the museum, Teddy even said that this place was a break from the nightmarish worlds they encountered. In the playhouse, there are 4 different memories that we need to go into in order to escape this nightmare. Each memory have a location that is a metaphor. We already got a necklace, and next we go to the playground. This playground is a nightmarish place that we need to get out of. We can sometimes hear voices in the memory which tell us that the child remembers spending time with his mother in different places. This playground isn't as funny as it first seems. After getting the owl from the shed, someone locks us in, and when we come out, we can see that the playground has gone to a nightmarish state. I say before exploring the museum chapter that this child was one of the lonely ones at the playground. Other kids would bully him and leave him alone. When I explored the museum chapter, this is true. We see under this picture that it says it represents the kid had traumatizing memories of being left alone in the playground are subject to the terror of older kids. It shows that the kid was traumatized by older kids bullying him and being left alone. You shouldn't leave anyone out of something. If they want to be involved, you should give them a chance. You never know how cool they can be if you don't give them a chance. It might seem funny and easy to follow the crowd and tower over somebody, but it's better to be that kid that helps people out. You think that being bigger than somebody will make you powerful, but that's not making you powerful. That's just making you a worse person. I mean, do you want to become powerful or become a worse person at the same time? It doesn't make sense to mix the two together. The only way you start being truly powerful is if you start being the big person for somebody so they can improve. Means that you help out people that you feel alone, left out. I know I might have sound like annoying to you guys and angry, but the truth is, it's not better to follow the crowd. It's not better to bully someone that other people just start coming in and clapping for you and say, oh yeah, keep doing it and stuff like that. Let's leave that person out, or like, it's better to teach that person or be friends with everybody. I know most people bully because of the problems they have at home or they're experiencing something, mostly because of anger. They put out the anger at someone else, but that someone else doesn't deserve it. It's better to talk to somebody that's to put out the anger at somebody, and you shouldn't leave anyone alone because loneliness can get to you. But this also works the other way around. This metaphor also works the other way around. Where if you feel lonely and you feel that the people are towering over you, you should try your best to ignore them and do what they like to do. You should do what you want to do. It doesn't matter what they think of you. People will see you differently than you really are. You have to keep moving on, making sure you do what you like to do. The second object is a music box we see inside the bedroom. This music box is important to the child because it helps put him to sleep and makes him sleep peacefully. This is another important object for the child because the music box makes him feel better and more peaceful. This represents that we will use stuff to take a break. So okay to do this as it restores your energy and gives you a reward. You should accept the things the way it is, because you may not always see the reason why things are like this. Okay, I don't know if the last metaphor I just explained is really a metaphor. May have exaggerated that too much. I'll put aside in just in case. The next memory we have to go into is an overgrown house. This house has 3 different paintings that each represent something. As you go closer to the picture, it changes. This first picture shows a mother, father, and child on a small bridge. While the mother peeks over the edge, the father walks away until he's out of sight. This picture hints at the father not always paying attention to his wife and child. It could indicate that the mother had problems with the father leaving them alone. In the level, we can hear something in the water. We will see the bubbles like something is under the water. This could indicate that the mother fell over to the water, and the father didn't seem to notice because he just left them. I think this child is trying to represent that you shouldn't forget about the important people around you. You shouldn't know that when you go out with them, you should try your best to be with them. Always be by their side and don't leave them. Also, another thing I'll mention is that when you go out with family, I know a lot of times we use like our phones and stuff. Sometimes we go outside and then we just use our phones. I do that sometimes. I'm guilty of this. People I know do this. So I just want to say that, I try my best not to do it anymore. I try my best to keep that phone in my pocket or to keep that phone like right next to me, but I won't pay attention to it. I will try my best to talk to people. I don't want to go out with somebody and all we do is just chill off phone like I would by myself. It doesn't make sense. We should do something together and to interact. Somebody who is in this age of technology, I can understand how it feels to just not be on your phone. That desire that you get when you have a notification on your phone. Sometimes you want to check it, but wait until you're done talking, then you can text somebody. Unless somebody is calling you, maybe it's 1 second. But you shouldn't ignore anybody. You shouldn't be on your phone. You should spend time with somebody because it's more healthier. So when you're healthier, it makes you more happy. Make sure you have a good time. The next picture shows a lady drinking from the well and then going to the river. When she goes into the river, you can see her turn into a monster. We know who the monster is at the end of the game, so I'll explain this later. In this level, we can also find bottles that indicate what the mother had been doing. This is where the first monster attacks us. This is how a child sees the mother when she's angry. When we crawl down to this hole, we can see a drawing showing that the mother and father were fighting over the child, something that will be explained more in the DLC. I'm not too sure what this last picture represents, but it's maybe the grandma reading to the child books, and then sadly she passed away, and the child misses her. This metaphor shows us when we lose someone important, we remember the stuff we used to do with them. It'll make us sad. It's okay to be sad, but you have to accept that nothing in this life is permanent. Be happy you had great memories with that person. You can get frustrated with that if this happens. You have to learn to move on, be a stronger person. The level is a life, but it indicates that this is true. The next memory is a boat that the grandma most likely used to read to a child, hitting more that the child misses the grandma. The place we are in is called the overgrown house. This represents a scene how the child is living in falling apart because the mother gets angry and drinks. The baby is young, so he interprets stuff differently. He interprets his mother as a monster who is trying to hunt down the baby. The interpretation we go into after putting the third memory is a huge closet. It represents that the baby is hiding in a closet to hide from his mother who is angry and trying to get him from the closet. Until the kid makes a mess, the mother gets angry and throws stuff all over the place. In one of the closet, we see a drawing indicating that the father is trying to calm down the mother, then the mother yells at the father. The last memory is the elephant the teddy hit at the beginning of the game. This is important to the child because it's his favorite toy to play with. When we do our favorite thing, we enjoy it and we have a good time. It makes us feel better and get less stressed. Now we finally get to that metaphor that explains everything that happened inside the game. As we try to get back to the slide, the cold monster pulls us back and she takes Teddy. We fall down with Teddy's arm and it reveals what happened. The lights start to turn on in different places. We can see the mother denying his child. When we then see the mother drink a bottle and turn into a monster, we see the overgrown house level. We then see the cold monster running to us and the mother saying she had a very rough day. The mother says just one more, showing the addiction she has to alcohol. She then said this. He talked about the father not taking his child even though it's best for him to go with his father. This also refers to a drawing I said earlier with the mother and father fighting over a child. As we go into the playhouse, you can hear the mother in an angry voice say, "I will find you." At the point in the memory, we make it back to the house where it's in ruins. You can see packages and stuff thrown all over the place. We then see elements of the level we played indicate that the child was trying to hide from his mother in the house while imagining nightmare situations. We can then see the mother holding the teddy and a bottle. We go get the teddy, the mother pushes him back. I want to play out the ending of Among the Sleep and then explain it afterward.
Stay away from me! I'm sorry. I never meant to. It's too much.
Hi there, little one. Come here. Did you like your gift? What happened to his arm? Don't worry. We'll fix him up.
So in the end, the child gets his teddy back and it goes to his father. The mother was in no condition to take care of the child anymore, but he was given to the father, which was better. Let me explain what happened throughout the game. The mother was seen to be a peaceful, good mother in the daytime. When nighttime hits, her fears come in. She drinks to make the sadness go away. She drinks a lot and she gets mad. She comes to get the baby and a teddy. Put the teddy in the washing machine because she's mad about what his father brings for him. You cannot imagine the teddy being alive, like I said before, is his subconscious. I recently watched Super Hellboy's video on this game and he explained that the voice of Teddy is very similar to the voice of father. He indicates the baby imagines the Teddy voice like that, because it reminds him of his father, which calms him down. I agree with the story as they do sound familiar and the baby needs the voice attached to the Teddy. Mother constantly drinks, which gets her not to be herself. The baby pictures her to be this nightmarish monster. Basically, the child was interpreting the mother as a monster where she wasn't herself, and he looks for memories around his house to come back to reality and calm him down. This next metaphor is about alcohol addiction. I know a lot of you gonna get mad and stuff, but I'm gonna explain how it should be explained. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you should immediately just quit just like that. No, addictions are all hard to get out of. In DLC, you can see how the mother was always sad and also, I guess, depressed, frustrated, and stuff like that. And she was always stressed out, frustrated, and stuff like that. So when she comes home and when she goes in nighttime, cannot sleep, getting her feelings together, she goes to alcohol as the solution. Now, there's addictions that are bad for you and then the addictions that are good for you. Either addiction, you shouldn't go for a solution. You should try your best to solve your problems before going to addiction. I know a lot of people drink their feelings away, drink their sadness away, but that doesn't do anything. It just makes it worse. You shouldn't give alcohol as a solution. You should look at alcohol as a solution to your problems, because nothing is a solution to your problems. No addiction can solve your problem. The only way you can solve your problem is when you actually try to face it. So let's say you like this mother who got divorced by his partner, had to take care of your child, maybe financially not doing well, maybe not, of course her feelings wasn't doing that well either. That's why the baby was interpreting the way he interprets throughout the game. In this case, you should maybe, accept the things the way it is. I always say accept the things the way it is, because if you accept the things the way it is, you will feel a lot better. You will move on faster and you will get over those sadness, the depression, the frustration, the stress you get from those kind of problems. A coincidence is that I just watched a video explaining holding on to your problems. A teacher in a class was explaining to the students about holding on to your problems and the effect of it. Basically, when you hold on to your problems, you're holding a glass of water like this. You're holding a glass of water, not a bottle of water. When you're holding a bottle of water, a glass of water, sorry, and you're saying that it's not heavy. It's not heavy. I can hold it for as long as I want to. But as time goes on, if you hold it for like a day, you almost start getting sore and paralyzed. Bottle represents the problems and feelings you get in your life. So if you hold on to it more, it will start to hurt. And that was the video explaining. You should always not hold on to your problems. Alcohol is of course bad for you. I know I'm not talking about the individual that drinks it not too much, but the individual that drinks it all the time, especially to get his feelings go away, is not gonna help. And since you're drinking it let's say every single day, I don't know how this works, sorry, I don't know how this works. So let's say you drink it every day, it's not easy to get over that addiction. Not easy to get over any addiction but in the end, you become a stronger person. You have to go through these moments to become a stronger person. Okay, that was the main metaphor. Alright, now it's time to go to the DLC of this game that explains how the mother and father split up. We started a dream where we see the kids' toy and ending center the same lullaby we see in the main game. We wake up and we have to close the window from the snow getting in. There are toys that we have to save from the cold while we give them warmth. We give them warmth by doing happy stuff like playing a lullaby, watching cartoons, etc. I explained that the teddy was the child's subconscious, and the child was doing the same thing to the teddy to the toys he had inside of the house. The objects inside the house we used to warm the toys, similar to the memory we used in the main game to come back to reality. It is simply doing the DLC, so it's the same metaphor so far, but there are some important ones. Actually, the only one important one that I'll explain right now. Again, the toys, there's a monster looking on the house. I'll explain this monster later. I go down into the basement. You can see a vision of the mother going to do some laundry, but she seems sad, indicating that the father may have not been the best parent or husband. You can consider the monster that hunting us down is the father. Maybe interprets the father to be this monster that is trying to get him. We don't know why, but we can guess that the father was angry at the mother, making him not a good father to the child. When we go into the dining room, we can see the mother weighing down something and getting frustrated. This turns out to be a divorce paper between the mother and father. As we go inside an office, we can see the father killing at his desk. We were playing the main game and followed this picture. It showed that the father leaving them. It was not surprising if the father was caught up with his work a lot, and he didn't pay attention to his wife and child. It shows us that you shouldn't be caught up with your own work. It's easy to just ignore people and always focus on your work. We all need those times when we socialize. You might think that your work is more important, but it's not. Spending time with the people you love is more important than working. Now, if I spend too much time with you, and now you're spending your work, you need to talk to them about that. You should try your best to form a schedule when you work and when you have free time, to socialize or just relax. As we try to get the last story, it falls through a window and we crawl through a vent. You can hear the father arguing to the mother and she can just go with the baby. Mother started packing up stuff and we go outside to find a toy that fell outside. As we go pick up the toy, the mother takes the baby saying it's too much. The same thing she said at the end of the main game, showing that the mother was not handling her problems well, as I explained before. In the recent chapter, Teddy explained that the relationships are tough and none of his handle them well. Relationships can be tough, but if you both working on a relationship, then it won't be tough. Both of you work at your partner and listen to each other, you will have a better relationship. Listen, talk things out and don't ignore each other. Taking care of a child is not easy, but that shouldn't cause a problem between you and your partner. You can't be mad at somebody when life gets hard. Father was most likely angry at not having good dealing to him taking out anger on his child. You shouldn't take out your anger on somebody. You shouldn't take out your anger on somebody. It's better to calm down first and accept the things the way it is. Think about what you are doing before you do it. You might see it as discipline, but that's just learning to fear. I explained more inside my previous video where I explored the metaphors and psychologies and Mr. Hospital too. You can see the link to the playlist in the description down below. Anyways, that was all the metaphors, psychologies, and among the sleep. So usually from now on, I'm going to, at the end of every metaphoric video, and then at the end of our metaphor psychology type of game, I'm going to explain the main metaphor I want you guys to take away, the main lesson I want you guys to take away from this game. And I'm trying to explain this, but it's drinking your problems away. I've explained this about how drinking your problems away won't solve anything, so I'll leave it there because this video has been going on for way too long. Also, sorry for me not uploading videos. I'm trying to get used to working this hard, but I'll try my best to get more videos out. I think we have, let's see, really quickly, sorry for taking up so much of your time, I'm really sorry. And if you guys make it to the end, I really appreciate your support. I'm really trying to improve my channel a lot. So we did Little Nightmares, we did Resident Evil Village, we did Finance Phase Security Breach, we did Mr. Hospital 1 and 2, we did Renew Inside, we did Dark Inception, we did Stanley Pebble Ultra Deluxe, we did Among the Sleep, but it's Among the Sleep of course. Let's do Happy's Humble Burger Farm, which I don't think I have metaphors, but I will still explore that anyways. Bendy and Ink Machine, that's the series I will do next. Bendy and Ink Machine is a series we'll do next. Granny is a series that I'm going to do now because I just played 2 episodes. I didn't even escape the house and thinking Granny 3. I don't think I completed the game anyways. Hello Neighbor, of course, that is Hello Neighbor 2, so I won't be doing that. Call of Duty Black Ops Core Campaign. Maybe I'll do that too. You know what, I will do that since I did do a playthrough on that series a long time ago at the beginning of this channel. So next episode I'm going to pull all the metaphors, psychologies, and Bendy and Ink Machine. Then I think I'm going to move on to finally Inside, because Inside I've been delaying a lot. So I will do Inside next time. No, I'll do Bendy and Ink Machine, then Inside. Then I'll do Happy's Humble Burger Farm if that had metaphor. If that had metaphor, I'll go to Around the Clock with Bikini Bottom. That had metaphor, I know that. And then finally, I will go to Call of Duty Black Ops Core Campaign. I know that has some metaphors inside of it, so I'll explore it. Even though I'm not Call of Duty channel, I will still explore it. Anyways, sorry for taking so much of your time. Thank you all so much for watching to the end. I'll see you in the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. There's links in the description below to help support this channel. There's social media. There's also a playlist full of all metaphoric psychology inside different games. I also my playthrough of Modern Sleep in the description below too. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.